So you saw that yesterday I came with the video, natural selection. I want to kind of carry that forward and talk about what I talked about before. Not only natural selection, but quantum physics. This is the time we're in right now. We're in a time of quantum physics and natural selection. It's important that we heal our bodies. It's important that we make sure we flush out the toxins. It's important that we um, stay away from harm or imminent danger. It's important that we not be seen. And I have to stress that a lot because they haven't completed the um, bill agreement with quantum physics. They haven't completed it yet. So if they haven't completed it yet, it means it's still ongoing. And if you're a person like, I just saw in the news, a little girl, I think she was kept in a house fire. I think she was 13 years old. She was kept in a house fire, and she was being abused by her father. Like the stuff we're seeing in this day and age, as far as like um, people coming up missing, um, people being maimed, lynched. Uh, there was a story not too long ago of a guy. He was hauling trucks. He was trailing trailers, and he ended up getting lynched on his way to North Carolina. This is the stuff we're seeing in the news. Um, we have to be careful about our surroundings and the people who we are around. We have to be careful about that. I can't stress that enough. When you decide to go into a profession, you want to make sure that it's not a profession you'll get lonely in. They're trying to rule it a suicide. I don't think it's a suicide. Um, but these type of things you have to be careful of. And I'm seeing people they're making the mistake of not reading these agreements, not reading these resolutions, and not following through with quantum physics and natural selection. This stuff is very important. So as spring is approaching, this stuff is going to heighten even more. As summer approaches, this stuff is going to heighten even more. We read about the Hopi prophecy. We read about it. The Hopi prophecy said that everything will be revealed in signs and symbols. We've read about this. So everybody is trying to figure out, why are we in the situation that we're in? Why are we seeing the things that we're seeing? Why is the news steady putting out yellow journalism and portraying it as purple journalism? So we have to be understood in the sense that um, this stuff is going to continue to spill over into not only the public, but this stuff is going to affect the private as well. So this is where we're at right now. And the best thing to do right now is to make sure that you're fostering a lot of resources for not only you but your neighbors. You want to make sure that your neighbors, the ones who you've known all this time, you want to make sure that they have the things that they need as well as you do. You know, like one thing that my neighbors do is, and that we do is, when we get things that we don't necessarily need, that we have a lot of, we give it to them. And when they get things that they have necessarily a lot of, maybe they go to the pantry or something, they come over here and say, do you need this? And they'll give it to us. So like, we need to be careful about everything that's happening right now in the news. We need to be very, very, very careful. Um, we don't need an oversupply of things. We need to make sure that everything is kind of spared and kind of rationed out. Um, you know, One thing that I did today was that, I only had avocado and some chickpeas, but I'm only eating fruit now. I'm only eating food that's roots, so I'm not necessarily eating legumes or anything that much. But, these are things we need to do right now. So prepare for war, prepare for World War III, prepare for when situations hit the fan. We have to be prepared. And I have to stress this to you all. Great peace, Yakoki.